Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Sunday the 15th of March. Thank you so much for joining me. Before I do the reading, I did a personal reading for Carol, and a day or two later I got an email with this image, and Carol has kindly posted this out to me now. Isn't this a great picture of me? If she can make me look like this, give me eyebrows and all of that stuff, she is really gifted and talented. So first of all, Carol, thank you so much for sending me this. And guys, if you want to check out what she does, her website's here, www.caroleisler.ch. CH is for Switzerland. Lovely, isn't it? So nice. All right. This is for Sunday the 15th. Let's have a look at what the fairies want to tell us. Oi, they want to tell us everything. Everything is going on. Okay. The fairy deck is a lovely grounded kind of earthy deck. And look at the silver. It's so pretty. It's these little details that people who do a good job, they notice and they care. And people who rush things and don't look at the details and don't care, they produce mediocre stuff. So you can see that this deck has been done very well, as far as I'm concerned. Let's see what it wants us to know for Sunday the 15th. The Nine of Autumn, a release, and the Princess of Autumn. Now, if I'm not mistaken, release is death. Let me just double check. Yeah, it's death. This is a Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine deck. Okay, so yes, the silver is nice and everything, but Doreen Virtue could never actually come to terms with, maybe, who am I to criticize, really? But I don't think that death is anything to be afraid of, and you don't have to tiptoe around it and change it. It is what it is. It's a part of nature and part of life, and we don't have to hide it with things like, I'm releasing things. I mean, sometimes things come to an end. So cards like this, I find, are harder to read because the tarot is all about tapping into the duality of planet Earth. Good and bad, left and right, pretty and not pretty. We have light and dark. We always have an opposite to everything here on Earth. Have you noticed? Your shadow and yourself. So here we've got a deck which is harder to read because it doesn't acknowledge that duality, that oneness, which is the truth of who we are. It just tries to cover it all up and doesn't take responsibility. And yeah, it just doesn't do a good job of demonstrating the extreme dark versus the light. And that's why I think decks that are simple and really plain and straightforward are often much more effective than really overthought things like this. Nine of Autumn, reward yourself for all your hard work, being happy and successfully self-employed, cherishing your time alone. Release, let go of the past and ending that makes way for new opportunities. Time to move on. Happy news, the Princess of Autumn, studious, responsible, cheerful, and mischievous. Happy news about your career, promotions, or scholarships. Well thought out plans that go perfectly, needing a little push to get going. So reward yourself, let go of the past, make way for new opportunities, and then become studious, responsible, take responsibility if you need to, be cheerful, and treat yourself to something glorious. We've had that theme a lot lately. Be kind to yourself, celebrate yourself, love yourself. Mischievous, I've experienced this. Yesterday I did a video going up Glastonbury tour, and I said hi to people, and the ones that were rude to me, I was very naughty. I pulled faces and things after. So yeah, if you're feeling a little bit mischievous, then go for it. If that's something that makes you happy, we all have to figure out for ourselves what makes us happy. Because you're given the life you've got, you can change things, but sometimes there's certain obstacles which you're going to need help with. So one, ask for help. And second of all, manage your expectations as well. If you're pushing for something for years and it's not working, that's the definition of insanity. You do the same thing over and over and over again, expecting different results. Today, you're not in that at all. You're not in banging your head against a closed door. No. You're abundant. Grapes are always loved as a symbol of abundance. We've got olives, we've got pumpkins. She's got wings, she can fly, she's got beautiful clothes, she's playing a harp of some sort that looks like a ship. Just abundance, and you have worked hard, and cherish what you've done, and cherish your time by yourself, and be in nature. This is very earthy. And then the Princess of Autumn, which is more earth. I think autumn in this deck is pentacles. It could be air, but I'm getting a very grounded feeling, like books and grapes. That's very tangible. So by giving yourself time alone, you can study, you can be responsible. Yeah, if you haven't been paying the child support because you're so resentful and you just can't bring yourself to pay the child support because you know it's not going to go to the kids exclusively, and the idea of your ex getting 1 penny, 1 cent from you just tears you up inside. That's something that you can release, because that's going to eat you up inside and it's not helpful. And when you make that space, so for instance, let's say I'm obsessing over that, the money and the court cases so that she doesn't get a cent from me. That is expensive in itself. It's such an energetic waste. And you put so much energy into something that should just die. Just let it go. That's just an example. Of course, in that example, the people involved would be the only ones who would know how to make a decision. But today, you have an opportunity to celebrate the good things, to let go of the bad things, and to make space by letting things go. Nature abhors a vacuum. It always fills it with something. And you'll be inspired to be studious and to have hope. I mentioned this again on the video going up to the tour. I mean, I'm educated, but I'm educating myself much more lately. Like, I'm reading Schopenhauer, and I'm listening to Beethoven's Ninth Symphony, and I'm looking at all these really like philosophers and classical musicians. I'm really interested in learning more. Happy news about your career, promotions or scholarships, well thought out plans that go perfectly, needing a little push to get going. So the push you have is all of the abundance you've got and releasing the negative. It's a Sunday, so it's unlikely that the university is going to write to you and say, hey, oh, you're in today, unless the letter is just arriving very late. It's unlikely that you're going to get a promotion on this day unless you're with your boss and on the weekend and you're doing some sort of group weekend work activity thing. Then you may get a promotion at the end of the weekend or on this day. But what you're able to do is you're able to plan ahead. So first of all, you're celebrating how far you've come and you realize what an amazing human being you are. And you're letting go of the things that don't make you happy. You make space for things that will make you happy. And what's making you happy at the moment is focusing on moving ahead in the areas of career promotions, education via scholarships, and well thought out plans that you do independently, self-employed here. And the next day, Monday, use this ability to be cheerful in your planning and put those well thought out plans into action on Monday or now and follow them up on Monday. You're not lacking the motivation today. That's the only warning of the card. If anything, you're like a sponge absorbing loads of information and energy. That's important too, because you have to have the practical, tangible energy to take your plans and to write them all out in a book like that. So it's a day to release. This is really interesting, this reading, because it's very much about me walking Glastonbury tour yesterday. I did a live video. I live in Glastonbury in England, and I walked up the tour and I took you guys with me. I've done it twice now where I filmed it. Once I filmed it and then I put it up, and this time it was live. And I was talking to you guys and all of that stuff. And I said at the beginning of this climb, set an intention for something you want to let go of. And by the time we get to the top, I'm going to show you the light. And then I put the camera like that. And you could see out the top of Glastonbury Tor. You could see the sky once we were on top of the hill. And I said, there you go. We're all going to take a giant release. And we're going to let the negativity, all those things fly away through that open ceiling in the tower that is on top of Glastonbury Tor. And that's what this day is very much about. It's about letting go of things that don't work for you anymore. We're shifting from winter into spring and summer and coming alive again. So it's like shedding your winter fur. And you're making space now to move more quickly and to learn and to get on with things and to enjoy. Number-wise, we have a princess. Princess is 1. So 1 and 13 is 14. 14 and 9 is 23. 2 and 3 is 5. And 5 is freedom. Freedom from the past. Freedom from something in your life that you've been pursuing endlessly and just hasn't worked. Finally being able to accept that that is not going to work out for you. I am a recovering alcoholic. When I first got into the rooms, it was easy for me to say I am an alcoholic and to admit it because I had the evidence for it and I was no longer in denial. So I went into the meetings and I said, hi, my name's Greg, I'm an alcoholic. And then I'd start whinging, usually. But what happens after a while is that you don't just say that and it doesn't just sit in your head. After a while, you accept it and it kind of settles in a place in your heart and it's something that you accept and then you can let go of it. It's something, okay, I've integrated now into my personality. It's something that I understand about myself, I accept it, and therefore I can let go. And also another 12-step saying is, what you resist persists. So anything in your life that over many years has been very, very important to you and that you've been hitting your head bloody over, just not working, release that. Turn your back on it. Let go of the past, draw a line under it to make space for a new chapter in your life. And that will give you the freedom to do as you please today, to educate yourself, to have fun, to be mischievous, to spend time with other people, to go out and party, to have a great family lunch or afternoon or whatever, a get-together. It's a fabulous day to enjoy your emotional freedom. So have a wonderful time. If you'd like a personal reading with me, then please go to the website, gregoryscott.com, and order your personal reading with me there. If you like the video, please hit the red subscribe button here underneath the video here on YouTube. And there's also an arrow that you can click to share the video online if you would like to share it. That would be super helpful to me and the channel. So thank you for doing that. Have a wonderful day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.